citizens, welcome back to Mosworld, and today we're going to be talking about the LIONSGATE Portal, which opened up on July 27th and will be at its peak on August 8th. And this LIONSGATE Portal talks about reaping the abundance from the work you've put into yourself, which is the center of attention, just like the sun, which is the focus of Leo season that we're in currently. So let's get into it. The key cards that were in take one are the Knight of Swords and also the King of Wands, as well as the Wheel of Fortune. And I say those were the key cards because the Knight of Swords talks about rushing into something that you're, excited about doing, pursuing, but might not be exactly the king in doing it, or even the queen. And the Queen of Swords came out as well in that reading. And the Knight of Wands speaks of just being able to articulate yourself in a very versed way, very knowledgeable about what you're trying to articulate, processed enough through emotions to articulate exactly how something makes you feel, things of that nature. And the Wheel of Fortune, speaking of favor, and I referenced may the odds be in your favor, that also is relevant to the LIONSGATE Portal. It talks about how much have you tried to advance from the knight to the king? How much work have you put into yourself to cultivate this goal and make it a reality instead of just some dream, And personally, that I think I rushed into doing tarot, but we're here now, so now we're just gonna be learning online in front of all you guys. So basically, this 808 portal, known as the LIONSGATE Portal, focuses on what energy we've been harboring within and feeding ourselves and trying to uplift ourselves or maybe deter ourselves from our dreams or pursuing them, and how that's being reflected in the collective. The key point in the last reading would probably be that the Knight of Wands maybe was rushing, but the Knight of Wands at least had belief in itself to become the king. And we're all aspiring to do and make something of ourselves. So how much are you actually pursuing your aspirations and believing in yourself? But you want the world to believe in you before you believe in you. That's kind of backwards. So that's why I've honestly started this, to kind of help us strategize in the best order possible based off the current energy. And so for this portal, the two stories that come to mind that I knew growing up were the story of Samson and the story of Daniel. And Samson is the guy that killed the lion with his bare hands because of the strength of God that he possessed. And then the story of Daniel, King of Dreams, is the story about the Babylonian prisoner who was able to interpret dreams like no other. He was very clairvoyant, and it actually ended up saving him in his trial when he was sentenced to go into the lion's den to be eaten, and ended up leaving the lion's den the next day unscathed. And my point in referencing those stories is the fact that you may think that your trial is super outlandish or out of this world or too hard to overcome, but we literally have stories to reference of a man literally killing a lion with his bare hands, Samson, that same man killing or massacring the entire Philistine army with just the jawbone of a donkey. So you mean to tell me you can't overcome this, whatever you're facing? And by the same God that literally lets our sun rise and set today too. And the other story about Daniel, this innocent man who literally was simply clairvoyant and helping the king of Babylon interpret his dreams, was set up by the king's wise men to literally get killed for praying. So they made a law that literally said anyone that's praying has to be sentenced to go into the lion's den, and the king supposedly didn't know that Daniel is the one that's praying to God, and that's why they even wanted this rule in the first place. They're ops, probably jealous too, just like Judas, and literally caught him praying and had him sentenced to the lion's den, where he had to be killed. Now, why would a king that has somebody helping them navigate their own life, basically if you had your own personal tarot reader or personal interpreter, having them killed for no reason? Like, you wouldn't do that. And so he felt horrible. But the next day, when Daniel was asked, he said that God sent his angels and shut the mouths of the lions. So sounds kind of like, if you're righteous or pursuing your dreams and aspirations out of a vibration of love and just out of a vibration of self-worthiness and feeling like you're worthy, God's going to protect you in any pursuit that you're trying to do and any journey you're trying to go on. The Fool came out as well in reverse, and that could speak of you not feeling confident of the journey you're trying to embark on. But we'll see it in the cards. But yeah, like, we all serve the same God, or we're born of the same God at most. So just tap into that creative energy, because there's countless stories like this that I'm going to be referencing to build that confidence with you guys, because it's in here. And I wouldn't have been able to do half the stuff that I've done had I not believed in God. So there's that. Also, Hair by Mo Breezy, you guys already know. That's Christine. Come on. Did it yesterday. Had to come on fresh for you guys. But so basically, really though, how are you guys feeling about this 2022 LIONSGATE portal, and like how much work you've done? Yes, excuse the page is literally turning in your favor. But literally, because your efforts do matter, and your beliefs in yourself, what thoughts you're feeding yourself, like saying thoughts of worthiness, like, yeah, I deserve this dream, like I'm capable, I can learn anything. Or are you telling yourself, no, you're stupid, you can't do anything, you know, negative, Debbie Downer and stuff like that? Like, what energy, like, what if you were, say you're a plant mom or something, what if you just stopped freaking watering it just because you didn't see a sprout in time? That would be ridiculous, and then there would be no growth. You feeding yourself happy thoughts and thoughts of like intention actually do help you to sprout, you know? Like, literally there's a whole entire tree behind me. Like, it needed all the elements, all the rain, all the good things and bad things to help it grow and be prosperous. So I'm asking you guys, if you guys are thinking that your past is a reason to stop you from pursuing your dreams, not being worthy of your dreams, dead that, because that's wrong. Like, you, again, got up today, you rose today just like the sun. Did you not? Or how are you watching this reading? Are you in the afterlife? Like, you know, like, have faith in yourself. And that might be easier said than done, because people be knocking you down, but you have the capability to knock yourself back up or pick yourself back up. Will you just let your fears take you over and oppose you and prohibit your growth and stunt your growth? You'll always grow, because that's just the cycle of life, but you could definitely be doing a lot of it better. And then we're going to clarify that message with the African Goddess deck, or Rising Oracle deck. So let's see. Little crystal cleanse for the reading. Ask yourself what's really being reflected. God, ancestors, guardian angels, spirit guides, please bless me to get 2 clarifying cards. Ooh, which gonna be? Speak up. Ooh. Speak up about your dreams, collective. They're literally tangible. You can reach them. It's not as far out as you think. And maybe the plan for them is far out, but the dreams wouldn't be in your mind if they weren't ready to manifest into your reality. So, this one's kind of poking. Scarcity, really, guys? Really? Or maybe that's the thing. Maybe you guys need to speak up about feeling like you're not worthy enough. And then to your family and people that you love, like your friends, and or not that you don't love your family as well, but people that love you, to tell them that you have this dream or idea you want to pursue, and that, you know, you're not really sure how to go about it. And then I'm sure you'll figure out that there's really no scarcity here. She's literally standing with an abundance of food and by the water. And there's two, I don't know what, I'm gonna literally gas myself. But literally just, and all these hands in the back. She has people to feed, and there's people that she needs to serve. You think that if there's a scarcity mindset, that all these hands will get their needs met? No. There's probably so many people that are waiting to benefit from your love and from your just knowledge and relationship with the Creator, because it's very unique. No one has the same one relationship with our one Creator, which is beautiful about it. So no one can steal your dream. It is unique, and it'll be unique because it's you. I know I only asked for 2, please. But now I'm going to clarify with the Buddhist prayer deck, and that'll be our closing prayer. So of the 2 archetypes that we have, Samson and Daniel. Samson was about that action, you know, he's kind of king of swords, like energy. And then we got the other king though, Daniel, king of wands, you know, very much so about his mind. And same with Samson though. I can't say that Samson wasn't about his mind, but Daniel was articulate about it. Samson was action oriented about it. And you can be both, you need to be both, but which one resonates with you more so? Because both of them had trials. And if I do recall, the reason why Daniel even got to Babylon is because his brother sold him into slavery. Because he was like the chosen child, or not the chosen child, but he was more favored, and his brothers were jealous. So how many people's jealousy are you still blaming for your lack of prosperity? Like, people are going to be against you. Most definitely. But you have to be for you. Because, yeah, I did just shudder. But yes, because you are going to need this energy when these people come against you. How are you going to fight for yourself if you're on the same team as your ops? That makes no sense. So let's try to process. So even in today's journey, you will probably face some little mini trial, maybe micro or macro, who knows. But are you going to be like Samson, and like literally kill the lion as a symbol of your fears, or something that's prohibiting your growth? We're all upgrading in this LIONSGATE portal, or because this is just how time works. But how much you advance is measured by the degree of love you give yourself and feed into your dreams, like I've been saying throughout this video. I just want to make sure that it's very clear for you guys, because we're all always moving forward, but how far along you want to move forward is totally up to you, and how you talk to yourself. So let's pull some cards and see kind of what this energy is talking about. And the collective, and not really trying to bring something new in right now, that's totally fine too. It could just be, that was strength in reverse, that you might not feel worthy. Why? Because you don't feel lovable or something? Like, I don't know, like you feel like the collective might not love you. You shouldn't do something for the collective to love you. You should do something because you love you. Like, it's hard though, because you want that validation, and maybe if you haven't ever gotten that validation from at home or within, it's hard to build it on your own, you know? But look, Page of Swords be popping out again. And man, so let's explore like, explore your own world and say, like, what would be something personal to you, unique to you, that you want to start, you know? Pursue, tap into. Five of Wands. Is there some kind of disagreement? Maybe you're stopping yourself because you feel like people that you love won't agree with what you're trying to pursue. And you're feeling disempowered, and that, you know, there's no victory around the corner. Like I was talking about with Daniel and Samson. You imagine being in the lion's den overnight, bro. That is a trial. That is a trial of faith. You said he's gonna be clairvoyant today. Gonna get real clear. And he had to. And God was with him the whole time. So that's why I'm also saying it's important to try to do a trial, to try to pursue something that's personal to you, because there's gonna be adversity, you know, and you're gonna want to be as clear as you can be, and do it from a place of love, from a vibration of love. The King of Cups popped out. Let's see, I'm trying to get 6 cards for you guys, so 4 cards. 4 of Wands. There's a lack of harmony in the home. Collective, you gotta know that you can make a home out of your own heart. You live in your own mind, don't you already? You might as well decorate it. The Lord God can help you with that. Let's see. Lord God, ancestors, guardian angels, please help me to guide the collective. Ooh. And, oh man, there was a card here. I done lost it. It flipped around. Oh! The Hierophant. Remember, he was peeping out the last time in the last reading. You are your own high priest and high priestess. Like, nobody can really tell you what is right and wrong for you except for you. So there might be a lot of pressure and people that have a lot of power and say in your life that are maybe deterring you from pursuing something that God is actually literally calling you to do, like, and to pursue. You don't think I was scared to start tarot? I come from a Catholic family. That's straight up going to the spiritual lion's den. But if you know how to articulate yourself in the way and that your family can understand and see the path that you took, like stemming from the exact same path that you started from, because your dream had to come from something. You know, it's not just random, and it's definitely worthy to share with the world. I don't know what you guys are dreaming to do, but I can definitely tell that you guys are having some fear because of how people that you love may perceive you. So, and if that's stopping you from entering through the LIONSGATE portal, you really need to reevaluate who's in your corner. And the 9 of Pentacles, or the 9 of Coins, popped out. And that talks about gratitude and luxury. So gratitude and luxury is on the other side of that gate waiting for you as soon as you believe in yourself and believe you're worthy of your dreams becoming reality. Isn't that fun? Ooh. And then the 9 of Wands, which speaks of resilience and persistence. Thank you. You better stay persistent and consistent. Actually, there was 2 cards. The 3 of Wands was behind it. But the 9 of Wands, yeah. Speaking of resilience and persistence, 3 of Wands, speaking of preparation and foresight. So maybe you just need to have a plan in order to pursue this dream. And maybe that's what's stopping you, is because you feel like you're not organized. You're about to go on this big expedition that could literally change the trajectory of your life. And then you feel like literally stumped by anxiety and of, you know, your family not loving you, your friends not accepting you, whatever, and which is big, and that matters. And then, but have you tried thinking of maybe if you try to explain you have some kind of goal that you want to pursue, and then have them kind of work with you so that it doesn't feel so alien to them. Like asking them for their opinion about it, asking them for, guidance, help, whatever. They're just making them feel like included. I don't know. Maybe that will help you to feel like your goals are not so alien as well. Because that's the polarity of it. You're feeling like they're going to think you're an alien. Ooh. And the Queen of Wands was behind the Page of Wands. So graduating from the Page to the Queen of communicating and articulating your goals and desires. So that's kind of beautiful, collective. The LIONSGATE portal seems to be opening, if anything, if it's not opening you up to the gate of your dreams, it's definitely opening you up to the gate of the possibility that they can become a reality. And that's pretty magnificent. Okay, what can be the guidance for the closing prayer? What can we, as a collective, leave with? If we speak or act with a pure thought, happiness follows us like a shadow that never leaves us. If that don't sound like the sun, I don't know what does. Let me read it again for you guys. If we speak up or act with a pure thought, happiness follows us like a shadow that never leaves us. It's like the light of God that dwells within us, never running out. You heard about that midnight oil? There's a story about, I forget, it brings in one of the holy days or the holy week of something that, the midnight oil lasted and something about going the distance. The oil can go the distance because people believe that it would. They pray to God. You can go the distance because your thoughts and manifestations of worthiness, of pursuing this, of bringing it in, work. I know several people, so many people. I can name everybody that I know that has pursued something and it has benefited them. You've had to accomplish something that you didn't think you were going to overcome and then overcome it to even be here today. So don't you think you can do it again? The card that, wow, and the card that was literally behind it, because you saw them sticking together, is he is the bright lamp dispelling the darkness of the blind ignorance. He is the wish-granting tree from which comes the happiness of everyone alive. He is the countless rays of sun of the great kindness. Literally, how fantastic for the LIONSGATE, portal, this is the portal of sunshine. And rise and shine, guten Morgen. If you didn't think that you had something to do today, here's your sign. You do. And the sun is going to literally shine on you too. You have light within you. And let's see what you're going to do with that light by transmuting whatever darkness is being revealed to you. Because you have friends, family, and the collective community that wants to help you and wants to see you grow. So let's go be great, collective. And I'll see you next time in Mosworld. Peace out, citizens.